Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I've got another pick a card reading here for you today, and this one is all about good news coming your way. What can you expect to be happening? What exciting things can you expect on the horizon? So as always, please only take what resonates. Do not let anything take from you. Remember that time is fluid and we all have free will, including other parties. We can't control anyone else. And when you have tuned into your own energy, when you have grounded yourself, take a deep breath and then choose a pile. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Whichever you are intuitively most drawn to, that is going to be your reading today. And the timestamp is in the description below, and I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, this is your reading, all about good news coming your way and what you can expect to come forward soon. Okay, we have Queen Cups, which is complexity. Interesting. Something kind of jarring, puzzling, mystifying. I'm feeling like a secret as well, like there's a missing piece. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, and trine and flow. So I feel like it has something to do with an emotional situation here with that flow energy. Also, I'm getting the sense that whatever was complicated, whatever was confusing, constricting as well, whatever was challenging emotionally, something is going to start to flow. Something is going to start to make sense. It's like a when you're trying to get a word to rhyme with another word, it's like a riddle. A riddle is going to be solved here. Interesting. Let's get some tarot on here and see what this is all about. What good news is coming pile number 1's way, please, Spirit? What good news is coming towards pile number 1? What's on the horizon? Tap me into the energy. Okay. That's a lot. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, a breakthrough. The Ace of Cups, a breakthrough emotionally. Yeah. The Ace of... What? What on earth? New. Wow, I've got chills. The King of Pentacles, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. Holy goodness gracious me. What? No wonder you were like, wait, it's like there was something blocking a drain. That's the instant feel, like my heart's beating really quick and everything. Whew. It's like something's like some gunk was blocking the drain, and then all of a sudden, all the water comes flowing through and everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. Who is this King of Pentacles? He's standing out to me. Okay, so there's a change, there's a decision, there's an action being taken in your mind. There's also a new love offer. There's also a new beginning that is very prosperous. So they all could be combined. Oh my goodness, I need to offer this cup of love to this person because together we're going to be incredibly powerful and productive and possibly like work together. This person is, I'm feeling it's this person. This person is showing up as a provider, as stable, as wealthy, honestly, grounded in that wealth as well. So this feels like something they've been working at for a long time. You've got the Star, it's like healing energy. It's finally this miracle has happened. It's like I was wondering, but I just couldn't quite put my finger on it, you know? And then the Nine of Pentacles is, again, prosperity, accomplishment. It feels like you're also feeling accomplished individually. It's almost like when you come into union with this person, it's like this knock-on effect of everything kind of working out for the best in the rest of your life. There's the King of Wands. Wow, who is this passionate person? Oh my goodness. Wow. Tell me more. Who is this King of Pentacles? What is that about? Who is the King of Pentacles? Eight of Wands. Someone who has been lacking in communication. Someone who you haven't heard from in a while. Someone who left you kind of hanging, but like it was like, I just didn't, maybe you were talking via text, because it feels like it's like backwards and forwards text, and it was like it's lost in translation. Something just didn't quite add up, didn't quite make sense. You were curious about this person. It could have been that you've met via an app or something like that, and it's like they're coming through with good news. And this is the reading. And I just heard the Mac Miller song, good news, or they only want to hear like my good news. But it's like, really, this person has good news to share, and you're happy to hear the good news and the not so good news because you're just happy to hear from this person. It's like your heart can like breathe again. And like I said, my heart was beating fast, but it's like your heart breathes again, but it's like it starts beating again. Something was lost in translation. It's really like this space between us, this empty puzzle piece was just annoying you. It was something needed to be finalized, finished. It was unfinished business. 3 of Swords, where there possibly was heartbreak with this person. I feel like this person has finally overcome some heartbreak that possibly was keeping you two at a distance, and now that they're coming forward, they've had this breakthrough of like, finally. That's what the Ace of Swords is feeling like. It's feeling like finally. This also could be you. Like, don't take it, you don't have to take it as Bible that this is someone else. If this is you, you will know. Okay, so that's what I mean by only take what resonates. It's going to, if I say a particular person, but you're like, oh no, that's actually that person, then that's your story, and that's how you translate your own tarot readings. With the Ace of Cups, it definitely feels like they're going, I feel like I want to sneeze too. Okay, this might be a surprise. This might come out of the blue. Ooh. But really I'm feeling like they want to extend the olive branch with the little, what's that plant called? It's what the wreaths are made of as well. But there's just this peace, this offering of peace. Like, it almost feels like an apology, I have to say. And with this prosperity, it's like, this person might give you a key. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. To move in with them. 8 of Cups. Interesting that the 8 of Cups is walking away from one thing, and the Page of Cups, yeah, I'm really feeling like it's an apology, but also it's like, yeah, I feel like they've made room for you. And I'm feeling like a literal room with this Ace of Pentacles. This person has finally made room for you, and they might give you a key. It might not be to move in straight away, but it's so that you can come and go when you please, because if you two are together, then you're working on life together. You're working on building something together. Okay? This is a dream come true for you. Tell us about the 9 of Pentacles here. Tell us about the 9 of Pentacles. Oh. It's like with that sneeze that came and went, it was like they needed to clear. It's like I was not stopping to smell the roses. They had to clear their passages. That sounds really weird, but like they had to clear their throat first of all to be able to speak and speak up. You know, that TikTok thing. But yeah, I feel like this person had to clear space, make way. 5 of Wands. Okay, it feels like whatever competition was in the way, whatever forces working against you two were in the way, there's a sense of overcoming that. There's a sense of peace now. There's a sense of thank you for working on yourself while you were waiting on me. Okay. This person is a little bit fearful that perhaps there's going to be competition coming in when they try and communicate with you though. But the interesting thing about the 5 of Wands, it always makes me think of communication, even though it's a wand energy, and it usually talks about like petty disagreements and yeah, sometimes competition, rivalry. The interesting thing about it is I always consider it, well, when everyone speaks vulnerably from the heart and from their truth, then they'll be able to build a ladder with all the wands that they have and they're trying to jostle with. They'll build a ladder to the next step, which is the 6 of Wands, which is success. So it's kind of like a mini battle, okay? There was a mini battle about this person's ability to feel independent, stable, and ready to come forward towards you. They want the 10 of Pentacles with you. They possibly had to protect their money. There's the King of Wands again, just like following us around here. This person has a lot of passion for you. It's just been hiding, right? It's just been under the surface the whole time. It's at the bottom of the deck, so it's been under the surface. It's been building up. It's been lost in space. It's been lost in translation. All of this. But this person may have been defending their finances is just the final piece that I was getting with that. Interesting. I want to use this deck now. What more good news is coming? What more good news is coming for Four of Pentacles? I never let you go. I never let you go. You were always close to me. I held you close. I kept you a secret. Six of Emotions. They really remembered all the good things, the good times with you. Two of Voices, the Hanged One, the King of Wands again, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Oh, and another one, and the Ace of Wands again. No, now we have all the aces. Wow, and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. They see you as beautiful and feminine no matter what your gender, okay? There's an ethereal beauty to you, I just heard. They think you're magic. They also think that you'd make a good parent. I'm hearing like you'd complete the family. You're part of the system, and it's like I'm looking in her dress, and it's like the solar system. You're part of the system. Okay. For some of you, sorry about the sniffle, but that sneeze really rocked my nostrils. Yeah, for some of you, this feels like a step situation because it does feel like this person has been dealing with a divorce or a separation. That really like kept their attention for good reason, you know, because they had to protect what was theirs. Yeah, I really see that this person has been holding fond memories of you both close to their heart and keeping this love for you a secret, but no longer with the Two of Voices, which is the Two of Swords. It's like they're taking the blindfold off, and it's almost like I'm ready to tell the world. It was really painful, I feel. I think both of you had to keep a secret here. And now I can see like this one person kind of walking through this archway. Again, it feels like they were really battling about the decision to invite you in. And not just in the home and not just in their heart, but invite you in completely. There may have been a lot of attachment healing needing to be done with this person when it came to children. It feels like a breakdown of family, I have to say. It keeps coming up. With the King of Wands, and he came up twice, and he's showing up again, there's a sense of he needs to right this wrong because he's a man of honor. He's a person of honor, okay? And he doesn't like to leave things in conflict because he sees you as this nurturing, beautiful, perfect complement to him, okay? With the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups, it's a beautiful combination. Beautiful combination. This person has a lot of motivation towards you. Interesting that there's two people. I really pick up that you're kindred spirits, that you are possible twin flames, but definite soulmates. If you've been waiting on a soulmate to come through, they're coming strong, because the King of Wands showing up 3 freaking times is like, I'm going to light up your world. I'm interested to see why my camera is acting funny. Interesting. Sorry about that, guys. We're dealing with natural light, so I had to turn the light on. Interesting, though, that it kind of had like a sepia effect, if you notice the change there. And that's very much the kind of colors that were represented in this card. So there's a sense of like definite, like, with the sepia effect, it makes me think of this nostalgia energy. It makes me think of memory. It makes me think of a faded photograph. So if you're, and it was interesting because I was saying if you're waiting for a soulmate to come through, and I wanted to say, even if you don't know who this person is, but I get a sense that this person you could have known for a long time. I feel like this person has been holding on to this secret for quite a long time. With that Four of Pentacles as well. With the Six of Voices, it's the Six of Swords. They're wanting to vocalize this this feeling, this long overdue feeling, because I think that they realize that in order to move forward with life, it's like I have everything I could possibly want in my life, but I don't have you. And in that sense, then I need to rush forward, okay? If I've got all this King of Wands energy within me and I'm keeping it like a lid on it, that's at some point going to explode. And I want to be able to harness it in a way that is mature, but it's like this person was putting so much pressure on themselves with the King of Pentacles, who is a slow-moving king, I must say. But he was fighting himself the whole time. And I keep saying him because it's the king energy. Please only take it as energy. But it's like he was fighting his own desire to rush towards you and his own passion to rush towards you that freaking much that finally, in order to like really move out of this lonely place, I feel, and this place where he's been so focused and so like tight-lipped, right, about this whole situation, you might have found this person quite closed if you do know who this person is, and you're just like, oh, there's something under the surface here, there's a missing puzzle piece under this person and I just can't put my finger on what it is. And it was that they were truly hiding their desire for you. They probably weren't even like properly acknowledging you. It's like they were holding back their flirtations, but in order for this to move forward, they realize that they have to come through with this flirty energy, because if they don't start somewhere with all this King of Wands energy, they're putting too much pressure on themselves. So they really just want to say, okay, I'm just going to rush in. I'm just going to come through. I'm just going to do it. But please know that you can trust this person, because there's this sense of, we'll take that as, you know, you do you. But there's this sense that this person has so much honor. So they hold themselves to such a high standard that they have possibly 3 times wanted to come forward and offer you something incredible, but they were lacking in confidence. They were possibly body insecure. They didn't want to appear like an F-boy or F-girl. They wanted to look sincere and meaningful, and they wanted to tap fully into all of their emotions, not just into their like intimate desires with you, their physical desires with you. And so they've really been working on their reliability, on their stability, on their coin, on their structure. It definitely feels like a house, so they could have been renovating a house, but I feel like they're getting their house in order. So it feels like Game of Thrones in that sense, where it was like, okay, I've strengthened my house, the fortitude. So like it's a stronghold, like that kind of energy. And now this person is like, well, it's almost a party kind of energy with the fireworks in the background. There's just something of like, I need to let this out or I'm going to explode. And the Ace of Wands followed by the Knight of Wands is really like, yeah, I can't, it just changes everything. I really believe it changes everything for you and for them. It's like they're seeing through black and white, and then when they finally come through to you and you accept and you go, oh my goodness, I've been wanting and waiting for this for so long. It really the computer just said yes, and I'm feeling this as like a portal to another world. You know, it just really like puts everything in Technicolor for you and them. I love that. So beautiful. Okay, let's get some more info, because this is all very loved and doved. Okay, what else is happening? Good news for pile number 1. Good news for pile number 1. All right, I'll take them. Okay, good news for pile number 1. Good news. There's a lot of good news. You got a lot of good cards. All right, let's go with these to start with. We have open up to change. Yes. I feel like you're ready. Detoxify. That feels like detoxify your money mindset with that Taurus. It feels like receiving as well. Lavender haze is what I'm picking up with that open up to change. So it's like very honeymoon period and not wanting to leave that honeymoon period. Like I said, everything's in Technicolor. Your new moon in Aries, go for it. There's your passion showing up. There's their passion showing up. It's an action-oriented card, so it's time to take action. You're ready to open up to change. You've done the detoxification process of shadow self, of possessions and people and environments that no longer serve you. You're getting rid of all of that. I'm really hearing you eating high vibrational foods as well. Protection, call back your power, cut cords, soul retrieval. Look, as you start to change more and more, and as this partnership comes into play, I do feel like it may require some protection. That's the Five of Wands energy I was picking up too. That there may be some debate about this, possibly from this person's ex. But there's just a sense of this person will protect you, and as long as you don't give it energy, then you're keeping your personal power intact. And if you, it's almost like if you think that bad things will happen in this situation, then they possibly will. But also your tribe is really going to protect you here. I think there's a lot of people around you that are fiercely going to defend whatever this partnership equates to. They're going to be rather happy about it. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? This gives you a sense of freedom for sure. And it finally allows you to expand your passion projects. And by that, I don't mean like things that you do for free and fun. It could be, but it's a sense that you can now monetize those. You now have the freedom to, and the time, I feel, and you're less burdened by feeling the need to be so independent all the time, and very much supported by this person in all ways, that you're like, okay, well, now that I am who I am with all the ideas that I've always had, now how can I do them? How can I act on them? How can I go for them? And that's the energy that I was picking up, that there's a power couple vibe between the two of you, that there's so much new. And especially with this Ace of Pentacles, there's so much prosperity with this new beginning. In more ways than you think. It doesn't have to be that you're going to be working for this person. I just think that together, there's so much that you can achieve. It's a better together kind of vibe. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. Yeah, even though you've got your tribe, I think there's a mutual connection here from the past that puts you in a position where your social circle opens up a lot. And these people are all very, very happy to see not only you happy, but this person in a happier position than what they were. They also saw that this person was holding back, that this person was constricting and possibly MIA. They were missing in action. They were lost in space. You know, it was just this person's friends were really wondering where the heck this person went. I saw the moon kind of peek through at the bottom of that deck just then. So yeah, a lot of people have been mystified about what's been actually going on here. But I really feel there's deep, deep emotions here. And this love is going to actually, like, it says lubricates, okay? It's not just a word that I wanted to say. It's going to, like, really oil up all the ideas and all the change that needs to happen. And again, it feels like it's going to rejuvenate your friend circle. It's going to rejuvenate your social life. If you've really been hermiting away at the moment, the work that you've been doing on yourself, though, you may have also been doing, like, focusing on some beauty routines, focusing on your inner health. If you are a femme, you may have been really doing some womb healing. And I think that's super, super important because oh, okay, that's interesting. Look, lost in space. The space is in, I was just talking about her womb. This person very much feels a deep, like, sacral chakra connection to you. Look, if that's the case and you really feel that, your, like, affirmation here is, I receive pleasure and abundance with every breath that I take. Interestingly, though, the womb is a creation portal, right? That's where life comes from. But it's also where ideas come from. And I really feel like you're answering the call to not only who feels safe to you, to allow into your world in every way, okay? When I'm talking about the femme in that sense. And then also what you can create from that safe portal of your womb. Very specific stuff there, but Yes. Let's get some advice and some dice out here for you. Advice for pile number 1 with all this good news. This juicy good news. Advice for pile number 1, please, Spirit. Advice for pile number 1. The moment I begin to celebrate myself and focus on my successes is the moment I begin living. Yeah, it's really like you come back to life. And I think this person does too. Very mirrored, super twin flamey, I have to say. But you've been focusing on yourself. And I think that the successes, it's like that missing puzzle piece. The successes that you perhaps were waiting for the flood of money to come pouring in for the work that you've been creating. Especially if you're an artist in some way, shape or form. A creator in some way, shape or form, a creatrix, if you will, then I think this connection, and it's not because of this person that you're successful, it's because you're open again. It's like you've been celebrating yourself to a degree, but there's been this part missing within yourself as well. And when that like side of the triangle is stabilized, it's the strongest shape, okay? And all of the sides then support each other, and that's when you begin living and everything starts to work in flow. All right, let's get some dice on this situation. Summarize the good news for pile number 1. No more tears to cry. There's the fireworks energy again. I think there's going to be so many fireworks, and it flipped over in my hand that you won't even notice the people who are unhappy about this situation. Again, like I said, possibly the ex. I feel like you're going to be eating good, living good, fine dining as well. If you've been waiting for this person to take you out on a date and not be a secret, that's very specific, then that's also there. But this is also, I was feeling like with detoxify, eating high vibrational foods, and I can see the apple on the other side here. So I really feel like you're coming back to life because you are eating life, okay? This is a risk that this person is taking and jumping out of the like parachute here, skydiving. They feel like it's a big risk, but they also think that there's no way, they're already in the plane. There's no way down. They have to jump. But they have a parachute, so they do have a plan. Just know that they're scared, and that's why they potentially have taken so long. But it's going to be an exhilarating ride, that's for sure. You've also got the bicycle here. I just heard on your bike. Don't even know what that is. Goodness, on your bike. It's a sense of like innocence. Really, this adventure that you go on together feels very free. Like if we've got our BMXs, we can go anywhere. You know, that's a very nostalgic childhood memory for me anyway. With the magnifying glass, I think it's finally going to like make it all make sense. Like, and you've been standing here looking at this puzzle going, make it make sense. Why am I putting in all this effort? Why am I loving on myself? I'm doing all the things. Spirit, help, like universe. Hello, you know? And I think it's like, oh, there it is. It all makes sense. Diamond, some of you might be getting a gift that is a diamond, if you know what I mean. We've got the clock in reverse. Time flies when you're having fun. And also it's like we need to make up for lost time, but also it's in divine time. So there's a sense that it doesn't even matter anymore. I've been stressing about it, but it doesn't matter anymore. And then the basketball or the beach ball is what I'm feeling. I've never really seen it as a beach ball, but this time I'm seeing it as a beach ball. Again, it feels like summer fun. It feels like family fun. Children may definitely be involved here, but it's time to bounce, because time to bounce on making you theirs, making this official. Wow. And I'm also seeing the magician hat on the other side of this diamond. So it's like this person's pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Really going to surprise a lot of people that you may mutually know, but it's in the best possible way. And people are going to be freaking thrilled about this. Wow. That is what I have for you, pile number 1. Please take really good care of yourselves. Let me know in the comments below how this fits for you, how it resonates. How is this happening? Is it happening now? Are you seeing glimpses of it? I'm thrilled for you. Again, please only take what resonates, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Pile number 2. This is your reading all about good news. Good news coming your way. We have Aquarius, the innovator. Pow, pow. Wow, that's cool. This feels like a really, something's been shaken up for all the right reasons. It also feels like finally like pressing the go button. You might be like pushing a website live and it's like, here's my big idea. Here's everything I've been working on in the past 3 years. It could also be that there's something new about your look is what I'm picking up as well. So you might have debuted a new hair color, or you've dramatically changed your appearance in some way, and now you're kind of having like this coming out party, or like the big reveal, but people don't even know yet. So it might be just like someone else's event, or it's just Friday drinks or something, and then pow, you just make this statement. It's like, here I am, and everyone's absolutely shocked. We also have opposition and balance. So this is something coming into balance after it's been tested, after it's been like brought to the light. It's like it's been made aware. It's possibly been mirrored with someone, or you've been triggered by something. Maybe, and this is interesting, quite literally, you've looked in the mirror or you've looked at pictures of yourself from the past, and that's why you were like, I'm living inauthentically to who I am, and now I'm going to show up with orange hair and, you know, girl moss kind of attitude, you know, whatever it is for you. But I'm just going off what's on the cards here. It's just like finally coming out. It's like saying, like me always loving spirituality and tarot, and then all of a sudden, I mean, it wasn't such a big thing because I was already weird. I was already an artist, so it's like, okay, that makes sense that Sam's doing that. But it's when people did find out, they were like, oh, I didn't know you did that. And they've got questions, you know, people are interested in this. This feels really healthy for you though. It's almost like you were living in another world, and now you're living in this authentic place. It feels daydreamy. It feels utopian. Okay, it feels like the best life. I love that. I'm all for people living their best life. And look, that's not to say that every single thing in your life is freaking amazing. I was about to swear then. So look, there's something really like raw and authentic wanting to come out about you. But it's just setting yourself free, liberated. Ace of Cups, the Chariot. It feels like self-love finally allows you to make progress forward in the right direction. Good news for pile number 2, please. What is happening? Explain this good news. Yeah, authenticity, power, influence, speaking your mind, having power over your mind as well, having sovereignty over your mind, body, and soul, feeling aligned. 3 of Cups, going out and having fun and debuting this new style. It feels like celebration, people celebrating you. You are in the spotlight. Whatever this is, it's putting you in front and center. All eyes on you. And 2 of Pentacles, finally, it brings things into balance. It brings that harmony that you've been wanting, that perhaps has been conflicted within you for some time. 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, independence, feeling prosperous, feeling vital, you know, feeling like really alive, optimistic, joyful, happy. And it's like, I just need me and my cat, and I'm good. We've got Page of Emotions at the bottom of the deck here. So it feels like, it feels like something that younger you has always wanted. You can be really proud of yourself for this. Can we clarify the Ace of Cups? The 6 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Wow, yeah, this is... It really feels like self-love, I have to say. However, there could be someone coming through. If you are in a... it feels... LBTGI Q plus, the whole shebang. It feels like there's possibly that kind of coming out as well. But you're making a statement. If this is self-love, it's a beginning of a new you, but it also like propels you in whatever you're working on. So if you're a creator in some way, shape or form already, you could like be a computer programmer, a gamer, something like that. Like it's quite media based is what I'm kind of picking up. If you are of that, you could even be like a scientist or an astronaut or something awesome. You know, you are awesome. But whatever you are doing, there's some kind of science behind it. There's some kind of mathematics behind it. There's some kind of calculation behind it. It really propels you forward in your space, in your career, in your being seen ability. Let's just say that. Clarifying the Chariot is the 5 of Cups. Moving on from a feeling of loss and disappointment and from a feeling of like you were self-sabotaging your own happiness here. Taking big strides forward in that sense. Can you clarify the King of Swords? Wow. Ooh, I just heard I smelt hair burning. And I know that candle is burning, but it's vanilla. I smelt hair burning. And it's interesting because this Knight of Wands is depicted as a horse with its mane kind of on fire. And the camera has been going dark. I don't know why. I haven't changed any settings. I have the light on. We've got natural light everywhere. It's really bright in here. Yeah, so there's something about like a flame being lit. Knight of Wands, the Emperor. Yeah, you're in your element. You have, I'm picking up, you have a lot of tricks up your sleeve, and the King of Swords is calculated to a degree, right? I feel like his energy is really kind of saying, you're putting all of this on show at the moment, you're displaying all of this, you're coming out like this, you're making your statement, but this is not this is not everything. Just you wait, there's more to come. If it is like you launching a website with a business behind it, with the Emperor, it very much feels entrepreneurial, I have to say. There's more to come. You're keeping like a lot of things close to your chest because there's a sense that let this have its moment first. Like each part is so exhilarating and so incredible that it needs to be released in a series so that each part gets its own moment in the sun, gets its own moment on the spotlight, but also so you don't burn yourself out is what I'm feeling. And so that you can pace yourself and so that you can make sure that everything is not perfect, but so you can make sure it is authentic. So you can make sure it communicates precisely the right message. Okay, so even if it's like fuzzy around the edges, that might actually be what you're wanting because you're showing people a product or a part or a thing, a service even. With the King of Swords, it very much could be a spoken service. Okay, so tarot readings, it's basically a spoken service. But there's something where there might be an emphasis on communication here. And it's like, if it has fuzzy edges, if it is imperfect, that's actually exactly the kind of thing you're wanting to portray so that the right people find you, so your ideal audience finds you. But each part needs time to fruit and to, it's almost like this Six of Wands, right? It's typically depicted as a person standing on a stage with their arms outreached, right? And it's like the person in the mic in the ear is saying, hold, 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 take it in, and curtains, you know? So you've got a moment for each. It's almost like too much too soon would make this watered down, and you don't want to do that. But it's definitely about like something also needs time to bloom, but no one else needs to know about that. Awakening at the bottom there. So interesting. That's judgment. So it feels like a lot of it feels like each part is so profound. I'm so excited for you. I've got like nervous energy building up in my body, very much around the throat chakra, okay? So I speak my truth and express myself honestly. I speak my truth and express myself honestly. Breathe. It's exciting because it's all happening. And it's almost like you're holding your breath, right? As a rocket is being launched, you're holding your breath about, is this going to work? Is this too out there? Is it too futuristic? Is it too absurd? And you're holding your breath just hoping that the people, whoever your audience is, the people understand it. Interesting. But that judgment energy does feel like something is requiring a platform to be seen so that it can be received by the people that need to see it, okay? It could also be something that has once upon a time sparked in you, but it just never was released. It was never brought to the light. But now it is. Now something's fully out there, okay? You were disciplined enough to create this. There's something very disciplined about the innovator. No, you haven't given up. Okay, clarify the Three of Cups, please, with good news coming pile two's way. Clarify the Three of Cups. It feels like a launch party, a celebration party. Queen of Wands, you're going to be so confident. All eyes on you. You're even going to get new ideas at this opening, at this launch, at this celebration. The comfort and familiarity of your tribe are really going to support this in ways that you maybe didn't expect that much support, but it actually fires up new ideas for you. Knight of Emotions as well, and Nine of Materials. Yeah, there's an abundance of ideas coming through for you at the moment. Page of Emotions showing up there again. Page of Cups. So again, it feels like these people are saying, I knew you had it in you. And you're almost saying, I know, I shouldn't have kept myself small for so long. A real sense of feeling so free that now there's no stopping the ideas from coming. Now there's no stopping the prosperity that's to follow. And if you can remain, if you can have the courage and the confidence and the wherewithal to remain in this energy of, there are people out there wishing upon a star for something like you, for something like this, and someone like you to present it in the way that you've presented it. There's a sense of like nothing is original anymore, but there is a real sense that everything that once was will come back around again, with that kind of spiral energy. And it's in the shell as well. So it's like listening to your heart. Listen to your heart. Beautiful. The Star, clarify the Star. Feeling of hope and faith that all will be well. Death energy, so transformation, big healing energy. This progress that you're making is so healing for little you, is so healing for every idea that you threw by the wayside because you just thought it was too radical. You thought it was too eccentric, right? I said weird when I described myself. I resonate with this a lot. But it's like a moth to a flame with this death energy and the Star. It's like a moth to a flame. You will attract all the people that have been misunderstood, that have been hiding, that have maybe thought that their life was over because they couldn't fully express themselves. Couldn't fully be themselves. There's that element as well. You've created a web where they can get stuck in and stay. It's like a community of transformation. You may even have like like in the back end of the website, you might also have a community section where people can come in, and that's what their vault, that's their place where they can speak of their transformations. Look, it could also be to do with like public speaking is what I'm picking up, science, maths, space, fashion, but it feels like it's got depth behind it. It's not fickle. This is something so much bigger than what it first appears, to the point where it gives faith, it gives hope, it gives light, it gives energy to others, and it gives healing in a way that's like, well, how can that, especially if you're talking about something like fashion, for example, and people are like, how can fashion heal? And you're just like, you have no idea. And the stories you can tell. I think there's going to be a lot of storytelling backwards and forwards in this community where people can really say like, thank you. And that's going to be super healing for you as well. Okay. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Good news for pile number 2. This harmony energy finally coming into balance. Juggle. Don't be afraid to delegate. It's going to test your faith sometimes, but always come back to the reason why you did this. And it's like, come back home to yourself. Come back home to yourself with the Four of Wands. Come back home to community, family, partner, okay? Come back home. Whenever you feel like you're hopping on one foot and you're out of balance and you feel out of alignment and you feel like maybe this will all collapse, Just take yourself back home. Breathe, connect. There's a very earthy energy to that Four of Wands. Six of Emotions at the bottom of the deck. Don't forget where you came from. That's the kind of energy. Like, you've always got your memories. You've always got to focus on the good times, is what I'm feeling with that one. Okay. What else? Good news is coming. Pile 2's away. Good news coming in pile 2's direction. Yo. A lot. Wow, a lot. Portal. Did we not say that? No, that was pile 1. Interesting. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Yes! Yes! Liberate that wild side. Look at you walking through the portal there. It's like new world that you dreamed up. I'm actually going to put those back and get one. Okay. I'll take the 2 that actually fell upright. Okay, we have Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Yeah, there's a leadership vibe to this for you, but I also feel very much that sisterhood, whether you resonate as a femme or not. It's like you've got this crowd around you. You've got this community around you that really taps you back in and really looks up to you. You're a role model here. And there's a sense of like breaking beauty standards with this work that you are doing. Okay, again, I picked up on like reinventing self. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, yeah, this is like bathing in the night, in the moonlight. Okay, and that speaks very much to that slowly release in series, in stages. Holding something close to your chest. It's like, no, I'm not revealing everything too soon because y'all aren't ready for this, you know? It's that kind of energy. And again, when you feel out of balance, take a break. Get off the treadmill. Remember that the reason why you started all of this wasn't just to like pump stuff out. It was actually to have meaningful interactions and make meaningful connections and to highlight what's really important about this. And when you feel out of balance, then your work is going to reflect that. And so you need to come home, ground yourself, come back to the original commitment, and you also have the commitment to, you know, your family, your home, and what happens at home. Okay, last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Yeah, I mean, you definitely are. It lightens your load. Again, that kind of speaks to making sure that you delegate. I feel like that's a pretty prominent message coming through now that it's kind of come up 3 times. But this also feels like you lighten up in terms of, you know, like a release off your chest now that you've finally spoken your truth and you've finally put this out into the world. It's that fireworks energy. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions, okay? Don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't get too much in your pride. I don't think that's too much of an issue, but it can be with the Emperor and the Aries coming out here. It can be that you, especially if you are out of balance, you can turn more dictator rather than leader, okay? So you are either going to micromanage people and micromanage this whole thing, and that feels out of alignment to you because I was talking about something having fuzzy edges and coloring outside the lines. It's like you enjoy that imperfection. So when other people are imperfect, especially if they're working for you or with you, or something goes like a little bit awry here, there's also this sense that you could jump to conclude, like you could freak out a little bit. And that's why it's saying like lighten up. Interesting that they're 2 fire signs. So it feels like very much your passion about something coming forward. And it gives a sense of like keeping up. Okay. So don't feel like you have to rush this process. The timing that you first thought that was necessary is the timing that is going to work. Don't get too caught up in having to consistently please the masses. Okay. Because that's not the project here. That's not the aim here. That's not the original thing that you set out to like achieve. I hope this is making sense for someone. It sounds like you've got something epic to show the world. If you do, please let us know in the comments. Like, drop a link. I'm down for that. Advice. I love my food loves me. Interesting. Okay, so if this has got something to do with cooking, baking, if it's got to do with, you know, making sure that you don't overeat as a result of running high emotions, okay, lighten up could literally be about, like, just don't overindulge as a way to suppress emotions. It's like stress eating, that kind of thing. I can think my way out of fear. Yeah, what you think about, you bring about. And if you let fear stop you, then you're going to be stuck in the same loop that you perhaps have been living in for a very long time with these ideas hidden from the world. And like, that's not your mission. Your mission is to bring them out. And just know that when you act, even though you are fearful, you're inspiring other people who also perhaps live in a state of fear on the regular basis. It's like, remember who you're speaking to. These people need your authenticity. They need your vulnerability. And when you share your story about, yeah, I'm nervous about doing this, but I am so excited about doing this, they're going to resonate like resounding yes with that energy. They want you to keep it real. All right, let's get some story dice out here. Can we summarize anything else coming Paltu's way in terms of good news? Okay, bicycle. Finally, something's starting to take shape. Rain clouds. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Tears. No more tears to cry. Okay. Twin flame. I'm also feeling like you're understanding not to burn the candle right down to the wick, not burning the candle at both ends, not burning the midnight oil, like taking a break when you need it, okay? Making sure you don't fall into any old patterns of just because you feel like you're doing all the pushing and pedaling doesn't mean you need to get down about it. What you need to do is delegate, because there's two candles, there's two flames here. You may need a partner, you may need help, okay? Shooting star at that, actually, so make a wish because it's happening. I also see that it's whatever this innovation is, whatever this new thing that you're launching is, like, get ready, it's taking off, okay? Robot here, yeah, there is a sense of like where you can delegate, make sure that you do, because I am not a robot. Marina and the Diamonds, I am not a robot. Go and listen to that song. I don't know if it's called that, but it's a freaking great song. The palm tree bending, this feels like, look, you need to have some flexibility here. Be prepared to step back every now and then and take a vacation, okay? Go and bathe under the moon, but it also feels like get away, go be tropical. Like, remember to play, remember to have fun, like get some sun on your skin, that kind of energy. With the rocket, it just feels like that. It's like spaceship launch, like ready, set, go. And this is all giving you so much love, and it really is bringing your heart into balance with everything here. All your fears are showing up here, but they're also showing up as like, do it anyway. And it's going to fulfill you so much emotionally with the love heart, okay? Beautiful energy here for you, pile number 2. As I said, let me know. How is this taking shape for you? Very excited. Take really good care of yourselves. Good luck. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Pile number 3, this is your reading, all about good news coming your way. What can you expect? What exciting things are happening? Second house and assets and semi-sextile allowing. Redecorating, revamping. I'm also feeling like possibly refinancing. You're getting the green light for something to go ahead that enhances your living environment, that enhances your physical world, that enhances your physical body. I feel a little bit, but more so it's like your home, it's your surroundings. It's like you could be just getting some bargains in the end of year sales, that kind of thing, but it feels like growth. It feels like you could be getting like rid of all your old furniture, like dorm furniture kind of feel, and then you're adulting because you're getting this whole new, like, you know, an antique piece here and a roadside find here that you made, you know, luxury. It feels luxurious. It feels velvety, satin, like raw timber. Yeah, it's beautiful. Like low lighting, a lot of greenery, a lot of plants. You're expressing yourself in the way that you live. Yeah, for some it is makeup. For some it is adornment. In terms of aesthetics, in terms of how you look. In some way, shape or form, it gives you hope for the future. It actually, like, you could be a Cancer, because I feel this strongly as a Cancer sun and moon. It's like, if I have my home set up in a certain way, I'm more inspired, I'm more motivated, I feel safe to be myself. I'll have people over, like we enjoy comfort cooking and like, you know, wine and cheese nights. You might have game night at your house. There's something very like, it encourages you to be better, encourages you to be more social. It encourages you to like be authentic and put it out on the line and show people who you are and be proud of that. And it encourages you to like release more of your ideas. It's like, oh, I feel very at home. I feel very seen. I feel like this is a reward for all my hard work. You might have just graduated and you've found your own place. There's something like that kind of energy going on where, wow, I feel really good. I feel like I'm on top of things. And, you know, so many of us go, oh my gosh, I'm turning 40. And I haven't achieved anything, you know, and I hear 25-year-olds doing that. Oh, I'm 25. I thought I'd be further along in life by now. And this is really going, nah, you know what? I did that. Cool. Good on you. All right. What good news is coming for pile number 3, please, Spirit? Let's get really specific. What good news is coming ahead on the horizon for pile number 3? That one did a backflip, didn't it? 4 of Cups. Gosh. King of Pentacles. Good news, good news. I just heard Good News Week. Okay. That's a show in Australia. I don't know if it still runs because I don't watch normal TV. But it was like, it was almost like a game show to do with if you had been paying attention to the news stories of that week, and it was like, oh, this and this happened. Is that real or is it a lie? Or what was the end of this story? So there's something like, have you been paying attention? And also it feels like a chance to share your good news. Okay. 4 of Cups upright, King of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. I mean, the Page of Wands is literally good news coming in from a source. Okay, so again, it does feel like media related in some way. Look, I have to put this out there because I picked it up as soon as I picked up that card and I said, no, that's unrealistic. But do you know what? I believe in magic and miracles. For some of you, you're winning something. For some of you, you're winning like a prize home, and it just absolutely sets your life on fire in the best possible way. It allows you to do so much. And that's interesting because with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's like this isn't something that has taken a long time to fruit. I feel like it's something that happened quite quickly. Let's clarify that King of Pentacles, please. Clarify the King of Pentacles. The 5 of Materials. Yeah, look, I feel like your situation changes overnight. Really. Because this 5 of Materials it's Pentacles. It's usually depicted as someone waiting outside a church. I guess you could still see that. Like they're sleeping on the street. There's a sense of poverty, a lack, financial like disarray, financial like fear as well. Feeling like, oh my goodness, I want to be in there. I want to be in the warm house. I want to be inside my sanctuary. But I'm just like out on the street. And in metaphorically, it's that kind of energy of like, I'm going to be out of my ass if I don't do something about this. If something doesn't change. And it's like a curtain call, right? So again, it feels like some kind of magic is in the air for you. Clarify the 4 of Cups. 2 of Voices. 2 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like your hands have been tied when it comes to, like, you've potentially Okay, it feels like you've been turning back job offers, or you've been searching like the job ads and you're just like, no, 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 no. And you've got your blindfolds on because you knew you wanted something better for yourself. And people were saying to you, oh, well, beggars can't be choosers. 5 of Pentacles. But you're like, no, I know there's this epic like thing out there for me that's going to like emotionally fulfill me, and I'm not going to get the Sunday scaries every single week, and I'm actually going to be able to like set my own schedule and agenda. And some may call you disillusioned, but there's something here where you just were in another world, right? It's like here, up here, you're in your head, you know that you should do what these people are saying, but down here you're on this mission towards this door, towards this sanctuary, towards this place, this environment, this job, this offer that feels so good. And you're like, that's exactly where I'm going. Stay the course, stay the course. It's that kind of energy. Wow. 10 of Swords. Yeah, it's a finality here. There's a sense of now I can breathe easy. My mind has been set free. I wasn't going crazy. I wasn't silly. I have to say, stupid. And it's like, stupid. You know, it's that kind of energy, like, oh, you've just been so hard on yourself about this, and you've really been torn. You've been torn between, do I wait for this opportunity because I feel like it's so close, or do I take one of these mediocre cups? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Overthinking. This is a closure to that. This is an end to that. This win, this lucky breakthrough, this something that happens overnight. And it's interesting that this says allowing, right? Someone that has seen potential in you. So you could be getting an investment, or someone investing in you, someone giving you a loan that helps you to create what you want to create. It does give hope too. It also compensates, okay? So for some of you, it's like you're getting compensation for work that was already done. Someone is responding to a call for help that you may have put out, and it could just be a universal call for help. 10 of Emotions, clarifying the 10 of Swords. Yeah, it literally goes from overthinking to, oh my goodness, I'm having the best time ever. Blissful, happy life. I feel that Magician was coming out in reverse. I'm going to take it upright though, okay? It literally goes from I'm stressing to I could not be happier. And it feels like your manifestations really pushed this in the right direction. You saying no to the offers from the universe that were, 70%, will you take this? Pile 3, is this enough for you? Pile 3, your order's up, and you're like, no, I didn't order 70% of my goal or my dream or my wish. I ordered 100%. And by you sticking to your guns on that, here you go. Here you go. Like rewarded. And now you feel like a master manifester. Now you realize, oh, well, I have everything in my hands, in my pocket to speak my truth, to live authentically, to invest my money in the right options here, and to move in towards my passions, okay? That's what the Magician has. The Magician has an ace of everything up their sleeves. Okay, they have something. Oh, this is amazing. You are so capable. So don't let anyone say that because this was a win or a windfall in some way, shape or form, that you didn't bring it about. There's something very powerful about you. And it's like, I always knew that I would be successful. I always knew that there would be this time. Look, I'm not saying that you wait and you don't take offers and you don't work. I have and I say sick work ethic. I mean it in the fun way, fully sick work ethic. When I'm driven towards something, I will work at it. But if I need to make ends meet, I will also do what I need to do to keep investing back into the passion project. So I get it. I get where this is coming from, okay? Yeah, I'm not saying don't work on whatever you need to work on, but I am saying work on your manifestations, work on putting the belief behind the wish, putting some action behind the wish as well. So, I call it with my art, I've got a sticker and it says, put the movement behind the manifestation. It's like the universe has to see you starting to take the steps in the right direction. That's what the Magician energy is really all about there. With the Knight of Cups, I feel like you're on a quest here to make a proposal to someone. There's a sense of happiness. There's a sense of like, well, now that I've achieved this, now I have the confidence. There's a sense of confidence coming through with that. You have the Five of Wands and the Sun. I think you may be challenged. Oh, actually, that's what I'm getting. Wow, okay. For some of you, there's a Leo coming towards you now that they see you succeeding. And they want to give you a love offer, but they're afraid that there's a lot of competition now that you are kind of in the spotlight, now that you are this happy, like now that you have achieved so much and you kind of have everything you want. Would you actually want this person? Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, I see you wanting to outreach towards someone else. Again, I kind of feel like it has to do with, if this isn't to do with love, I kind of feel like this has to do with you making an emotional offer, proposal to perhaps a friend, mending a bridge kind of. Now that I'm optimistic, I'm just drawn to the Sun in the top there and the Sun energy here. It's like, it's such a relief to not feel burdened and have your whole mindset and your whole life thinking about how you're lacking in certain areas, and particularly in finances. Like, it's been taking up so much of your energy that now you're kind of like, well, because I'm feeling so good, why don't I mend that bridge? Or why don't I like overcome the petty debate and the petty arguments that we had with that person? Can I build a ladder towards like a happier time? Can we supersede this? Can we, you know, change this situation with some actual proper decent communication, coming from a good place, coming from a place of more positivity? But yes, for some of you, it is that someone sees you and they are kind of nervous, but they're going to make an offer of love towards you, but they're unsure whether you already have multiple offers coming in your direction. The Nine of Pentacles is talking about feeling comfortable and accomplished and looking good and showing up with, you know, all your things. There's a sense of worthiness that comes with this as well. Like, you do understand, like, I deserve all of this because of what I've been through in the past, because of the work that I've done on myself. This didn't just happen overnight. This is kind of like something that was destined to happen because of everything that I've been through. I love that there's this streak of afternoon sun coming in, and it's very much this sun energy of like, even in the darkness, just believe there's a glimmer of hope for you. And I think that mindset has really served you well. Even though I'm saying like the Ten of Swords was really like, it was in your head, the main theme was you knowing that this had to come to an end sooner or later, that something better was bound to happen. You know, that kind of Pollyanna kind of happy mindset that, yep, everything happens for a reason, everything's going to work out. And people were calling you a bit of a fool, you know, because you were just like waiting for something better. But you just knew that there was something better. Again, I'm not saying wait for people, places, or things. You really have to like make sure you're doing the work in the right direction for yourself and for the highest good. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles here. There's a sense of peace that comes with this. Very much a sense of like, yeah, I don't need to feel bad for this. Clarify the Five of Cups. I don't need to feel bad for this. Wow, the Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. I think maybe you tend to... there's a little bit of imposter syndrome that comes through where you're like, I can't believe this, but I totally can believe it. I don't deserve this, but I totally do deserve this. And there's a sense of, I know so many people are struggling, and here I am just making bank and feeling on top of the world and feeling so independent and like thriving, not just surviving. And there's a sense of like sorrow for the people that you can't help. Like, what a beautiful soul that you are. But really, you're capable of having this like knock-on effect for other people. You're actually like a beacon of hope is kind of what I'm feeling too. Clarify the Page of Wands and this good news, this good communication. It feels like a phone call. So again, for some of you, it's like, hey, pile 3, I just wanted to let you know that you have been successful in achieving, receiving, winning. Clarify this Page of Wands. A sense of disbelief is coming through with that. It's like, well, how your instant thought is, well, how long will this last? Too good to be true? Yeah, that's that feeling. Clarify the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. This is a generous offer. It also allows you to be generous towards other people. It could be a partnership with the Six of Materials showing up with this, like, another party involved, okay? And with the Ace of Wands showing up, it's like you put forward a business idea, you put forward a creative idea, you get the funding for it, okay? That's for some of you, but it is a generous windfall, something that sets your soul alight, something that feels passionate, it feels exciting, it feels like an adventure. You can now go on an adventure. Your mind actually boggles with how much you can do with this opportunity here, how much you can do with this offering, with this yes. It's a resounding yes. It's like, no, I'm serious. It's yours. This is how it is. The Three of Materials there. So it could be that you were in collaboration with someone. It could be something that you collaborated on a long time ago. And you maybe even completely forgot about it to the point where you were no longer putting effort into it with the King of Pentacles in reverse. But like now that that's having its time in the sun, now you're getting rewarded for it. And you're like, what? I literally thought that was over. I thought that was done and dusted. Lovely energy. Lovely. Why is that card there? That's not for that. All right. I was going to say good luck for pile number 3. Good news. So yeah, it is a lucky break. Full moon in Taurus, detoxify. Someone else got that one. And first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. Very grounded, very earthy. This feels like a sense of letting go of the old. Again, it's like getting rid of the old furniture, getting rid of old clothes, even maybe this is an interesting thing. Maybe you've been wanting to invest in a cleaner brands, skincare, makeup, hair care, even like cleaner, like well-made, sustainably made, that kind of thing, sheets and clothing, and you just didn't have the funds to do it. There's a sense of like, okay, well, I'm going to be donating the rest, I'm going to be repurposing the rest, and I'm actually able to bring in cleaner things into my life. It could also mean that you start eating organic or something like that because now you have the money to do so, and you had this mindset before that perhaps it's too expensive. You also have release control. If you're going to be trying to push and push, I said work, okay? I'm not saying push for something that isn't like possible, that isn't feasible. Be open to it to being anything, okay? I'm feeling crown chakra energy. I am open to the healing power of spirit working in my life. It feels very healing with this green energy here. Again, 2 Taurus cards coming out of that Moonology deck, and this is very much a Taurus aesthetic here that I'm picking up. With that luxury element, with this like high credit score, with this sense of security, very Taurian energy of like bougie. Honestly, it's bougie. It's assets, it's possessions, it's earnings, it's loans and lending, it's like a sexy bod, it's balance, but it's also duality because it's like this person is super grounded, or you're showing up, your energy is showing up as wanting to be super grounded in this win, in this abundance. Wow, so cool. You have to let me know in the comments how this is actually working out. Okay, Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah, what did I say? It's like this overnight switch, and that inspires you to keep working on new ideas. And how can I like then, you know, make offers in the right direction? And it's inspiring me to make amends for some of you. It's inspiring me to open myself up to love. It's also inspiring me to own my position and the luck that I've been given and the blessings that I've been given to actually inspire people who might be feeling less than or have less than. And if you can own it, if you can be a pillar of light for others, then what you can activate from there is so much more. Okay, it's almost like this had to happen this way so that you could have the platform that you needed, have this position of power, have this state of luxury that you needed to actually ground yourself enough to create more. Okay, you could even be collaborating with other people as a result of some of the good news that gets released. It's like, oh, now that you've done that, or you've won that, or you've done this, now you've got offers of people wanting to collaborate with you because they admire your mind, they admire your way of thinking, and they admire your grit and determination to say no to the things that weren't working out and yes to the things that you really wanted. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Yeah, this is like the first person to go to college. This is like in your family. This is the first person to be a millionaire in your family. Like, this is you. Maybe everyone was a farmer and now you're like, well, I'm going to do something different, saying no to what you don't want, and I'm going to like come out of the cave and be who I want to be, and it rewrites your future. This is a historical event in your life for sure, and a big blessing. Again, it feels lucky. Empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay, so be careful about that imposter syndrome that I talked about, and instead use it as like owning your personal power and owning your position. Now it feels like standing in life, your position in life. Own it enough so that you can protect yourself to keep doing the work that you need to do, because you are the oracle, and the things that you set out to do, the reason why you wanted things to be a certain way is the reason why people need to hear, see, have, experience that kind of thought process as well. You're really teaching people perhaps how to manifest here. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Yeah, there's things you just won't know. And there is that energy of like, you've got to surrender to the divine here. You've got to surrender to... I'm feeling like the Akashic records as well, that there's going to be a few things that you don't understand. But when you dig a little deeper, when you detoxify too, I feel like you become more of a portal, you become more of a pillar of light, you break the chain of like even like ancestral trauma, even because you heal so greatly from this experience that you're then able to question why things were, but you're also able to find hidden gems amongst your Akashic records, so past lives, maybe in your actual family history and ancestry, you find a little nugget of wisdom that helps you to move forward on this. Like, it feels very much like the next step. What you do with your wealth, what you do with your abundance, what you do with your win is something that then you can collaborate with other people. Then you can be generous in different ways. It feels like creating a foundation, perhaps like a charitable foundation, something like that. It's a goodwill kind of thing here. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Like I keep saying, this really puts you through a new threshold. It opens a new door to a new home that then once you feel safe and secure and comforted, then you actually get to express every idea possible, every nugget of wisdom that you find, and you'll actually become such a visionary for other people about, hey, this is how I turned my life around. This is how I manifested everything that I ever wanted. This is why I haven't let ego get the better of me with this abundance that came through. This is why I continue to keep doing the work. Okay, let's get some story dice out here. Summarize the main blessings and more for pile number 3. Good news. Robot. It was kind of like in reverse there, and then I just see like the happy flower. It's like you're really going against the grain. So I feel like whatever someone has like been trying to force you into doing, possibly like parental people of authority, you're like, no, I'm not a robot. I'm not going about that. in that direction. I've got a ladder to a different timeline. I've got a ladder to a higher calling, okay? And I was talking about when you communicate clearly with the Five of Wands, it's a ladder to like a new opportunity emotionally, okay? What was that? I don't even remember what I just saw. I think it was the bicycle. That's come out for everyone. It feels like a sense of freedom. Get some air in your hair. Sing. You might want to like go mountain bike riding or be in the mountains is what I'm kind of getting with that. Really just like there's something about happiness, just a nostalgic happiness, picnicking, a real sense of freedom. You've got to celebrate this moment in all its various ways. Sure, you might celebrate with, you know, drinks and a party and stuff like that, but celebrate, your soul needs to celebrate this too. There's an end of a chapter of poverty. There's an end of a chapter of cold, okay, with the Ten of Swords, definitely. Time is on your side, okay. I don't know what that means, but that's kind of what I was picking up with that as soon as I saw it. Tick, tick, boom, okay. Interesting. It's like there's a timeline to this. It's a timely offer. Okay. Kapow, kapow. This ignites so many ideas. It keeps coming up. It makes you ultra magnetic. It puts you in a state, okay? You know how we talk about changing states in meditation and how you change your state to feel the feelings as if you've already achieved something when we're talking about law of attraction and manifestation? This ignites something within you to constantly be in this state of feeling the feelings of achievement and abundance to the point where it keeps attracting more good to you. Okay, that is so beautiful. A lot of love here too. You're attracting a lot of love. You're attracting a lot of ideas. You're a magnet for success after this. Congratulations, whatever this is. Let me know. I'm so excited for you. Take really good care of yourselves. You seem like beautiful, deserving souls. So I love that for you. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, and I will see you in the next one.